Amazing grace. Thomas, we are outside today. First ever covering the Butte Film Festival thrown on by Butte College. I'm a former alumni of Butte College, actually, so it means a lot. We're out here. Thank you, Curtis, and thank you, Butte Film Festival, for having us for the next 3 days. Yeah, interviews with the directors, the stars, everyone involved. So, yeah. You want to say something?
I don't know what to say. I mean, you already said everything we need to say. I'm super happy to be here. It's a really cool opportunity. I'm excited to watch some cool ass movies, see some cool ass music videos. You know what's up? Yeah. Support real indie filmmaking, not that fake A24 bullshit. Hey. Okay. All right. So, yeah, bro, I'm ready to get into it.
Official sponsor. Hey, cameraman. First guest of the night. We're here with Zach, Colorado. Are you from Colorado?
No, I'm actually from Washington.
Well, thanks for having us here, Zach. I just want to know what you think about this whole event going on the next 3 days and your involvement here at the Butte Film Festival and the club at Butte College.
Well, thank you very much. So, to speak on the Butte Film Festival, I am just a small cog in a large machine, shepherded by our mastermind, Curtis Bell. He first put on this film festival last year when he was president of the Butte Film Club, and it was a much smaller endeavor. It was just the $2,500 grant that we got from the school at the time, and that was it. That was what we had to work on, and we had to produce as much of a film festival as we could off of that. And from that, it spawned an inspiration and a drive to do more, which kind of leads us into where we are today. We're now, instead of it being a one-night event that lasts for hours, this is now a multi-day event at the historic Oroville State Theater with multiple sponsors. And, we have sold so many tickets. I cannot give you an exact number. I am not the nerds guy, but it is a lot. And so I say this festival at its core is just a way to show that that California cares about its filmmakers, and not just that. We care enough to make a film festival, and then even care enough to make that film festival even better as we can next year. Because I think there's just a true passion and love for expressing oneself creatively through the visual medium. If that's a good answer.
That's a beautiful answer. We got one more question. What about just any filmmakers you're excited for? Any categories you're excited for the coming up weekend?
Well, I hear there's a Mids and Bearbox song coming out that I'm really excited for. I am actually genuinely really excited for a lot of the music video categories. I think music videos are some of the most creative ways of expression because they are not limited to your standard format, and so it's more of just showing emotions visually. And I think you can get a lot of interesting visuals from that. Last year we did an interstitial film, or I think we're doing one this year, but last year I was an active part of it. And part of the interstitial films was a series of shorts that took place before each genre, and the short itself would be in whatever genre. So there would be an action scene where people would be fighting, and then it would continue the story of this alien abduction, and then a drama scene. I was in charge of music video, so I had to make a song about continuing this alien abduction story. And so I did a song called Mr. Sheriff Cowboy Joe with our wonderful Bubba Chubbs. It was my first time working with him, and it was really, really fun. So, not only was that, I think that was my first professionally recorded song ever. So that was fun to make. And then we got to do a whole music video of it pretty much in his backyard and a bit at my place. And that whole experience was fun. And so music videos, because of that, always have a very special place in my heart.
Zach, thank you very much, man. Appreciate you.
I have one more question for Zach, actually.
We're going to let the cameraman ask the question.
I have a question for Zach. I heard that you're going to be presenting the rewards for the music videos. Is that true? Can you confirm or deny?
I can neither confirm nor deny this.
Okay, staying mysterious, everyone. You're just going to have to look and see for yourself.
Which brings us back to this esteemed
Fun fact, so basically every neighboring county to Butte County already has a fully functioning film commission. You know, Shasta, Tehama, Yuba, Sutter, all have film commissions and all have successfully been bringing in business to their areas. And so it's really kind of like, yeah, like why did we not already have this?
All right, what's up? I'm here with Ev. You're the moderator for the film festival. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I just wanted to ask you some kind of introductory questions. You know, kind of just give us an overview of what the film festival is all about, how you play a part in it, or like how you got involved and everything.
Absolutely. I'm happy to do that. Thank you so much for having me. I am Ev Duran. I'm a local filmmaker here in Butte County, and I am a board member of the Butte Film Institute, which is the organization that's kind of oversees the Butte Film Festival here. And we've been working really for the last year with Curtis Bell, our president and the director of the festival here, on following up last year's awesome Butte Film Festival with this even awesomer film festival. So we've been meeting monthly to discuss various creative directions and just logistics and the way to make this all happen. And it's been very impressive to see it all come together.
All right. Thank you. Is there anything that you're really excited about compared to last year? Any improvements you guys have made?
Well, I love, first of all, I mean, I've loved the El Rey Theater in Chico, and I really love the State Theater here in Oroville. I think this location is just phenomenal for a festival like this, or really anything. Like just the vibe, the aesthetics, like it's just a beautiful place, and it's a great place to celebrate film. There were a lot of great films in last year's festival, but I've seen a ton of the ones that have been accepted this year, and they are like excellent. Like there was some really, really high level stuff that I think is really going to blow some people away. Like the quality is through the roof.
That's awesome. That makes me really excited for what what we're going to see this weekend. I just wanted to get some, a little introduction, cover all our bases. So for right now, that's all I have. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Really learned a lot and was led back to the area after and because of the fire. My mom lived there and lost her home.
All right. And now we are here with, what was your name? Sorry. Monique. Monique Duran. All right. It's very nice to meet you. Just like with Ev, I just wanted to see what your part is in this, what part you're going to play over the weekend.
So I am on the Butte Film Commission. I'm actually the secretary, which is really a new, interesting role for me. I haven't done that before, so it's been interesting learning about what that's all about. I love film. I've been doing all sorts of film and acting work for many years. I lived in LA for 10 years and made a documentary about Paradise, where I'm from, with my husband, Everett, who was also interviewed. And so it's an exciting place to be. And I also got to be a judge for this year's festival, so that was really fun and interesting. Got to see some really cool documentaries, and so that's kind of my role.
Awesome. Are you just doing documentaries?
That was the only subject that I was judging this year. Yes.
Okay. All right. Are there any other sections that you've seen movies in?
Don't think so. I think I might have seen one or two of the dramas, but hoping to see a lot more in the next couple days here.
Okay. All right. Well, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Happy to be here.
Awesome.
Hi. My name is Dorian. I wanted to start with saying thank you so much for that introduction and for setting up everything for us to be speaking. I am a Chico boy.
Oh, now it's my turn. Thank you, Thomas. First, let's get your name, please.
Hi, I'm Dorian. Am I allowed to swear?
You're allowed to swear.
Okay. Honored to be here. And what was your name again? MJ. And Thomas, thank you for having me on. I'm sorry, I'm mildly high energy.
Oh, you're good. Sometimes me too. So you're first off, you're a Chico boy. That's what you're saying.
Whoa, you heard my speech.
Yeah, we were in the. Can you tell us first off, like your history of filming in Chico and what you've done, or you want to shout out?
The one mic passing back and forth thing. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get acquainted. I'm from the commercial marketing world, so I do a lot more like commercial work. I do a lot of ad work. I do a lot of like training, recruiting, docu-process style stuff. I have a company, creative agency in Chico. We do a lot of product photography. We do a lot of like kind of longer form strategy for some clients, and a lot of work in Silicon Valley and the Bay Area, and also more and more in Butte County and in Chico. We do all Sierra Nevada's website, their content. We shoot their products. We do their launch videos. We work a lot with Bay Area clients. So we do the content for Roblox. We work with Meta. We work with, I'm from Apple from before this in a previous life. But in Butte County, the number one project we've been spending our time on is interviewing teachers at elementary schools for a docuseries that will hopefully launch next year. Does that answer your question? Did I already tell you how much I like your hat?
Oh, thank you. Yeah. What's your favorite movie?
Oh man, Jurassic Park, hands down. I have probably a lot of favorite movies. That question I always struggle with. I think like, a lot of people, you must, right? Just like, what's your favorite? Like, it's like, if I'm going for like, childlike wonder and joy in watching a movie, I have to just say Jurassic Park. I was very into that. I'm a big, Steven Spielberg, John Williams. Is it Dean Cundey who shot that? Freaking love that movie. But I have I've got a living document on my notes that is like Dorian's top 5, and it's like 40 movies, and I am constantly I'll watch a Miyazaki film and I'm like, you're moving up, you're third now.
Well, let's get back to the festival. What's your role in the festival, and what are you excited for, and what do you think this festival could do for the community?
So I'm very excited for the festival. I was here today on a panel to talk about the Film Commission with Evan Monique. Our company did a lot of the promotion for the festival. We're at what do they call us? A diamond tier sponsor or something like that? We all of our little okay, all right. Well, we got our logo on the flyer, so that's involvement. We're also fans and collaborators with Curtis Bell, and a lot of his peers actually work really closely with Seth Trackman. Do you guys know him? Because you should. Seth Trackman, that guy is a hitter on a meteoric rise. Yeah, he's doing really cool stuff. Can I keep asking?
Any films you're excited for? Any categories? Any categories you're excited for?
Categories. I lean towards science fiction like always, but I mean, documentaries are like the area I'm most well versed, the stuff I can most kind of get my mind into. But I'm honestly looking for anything that has exceptional cinematography. That's my wheelhouse. I like seeing that. I also like really good edits. So anybody who's got a really strong edit, I'm here for it. I want to see it.
Well, thank you so much. Appreciate having you here.
Specifically Chico, for example, because that's where I live and I know how close everything is to each other, and even Paradise too, and I'm sure here, it's just how quickly you could get from location to location and how different those areas are, so they can really maximize the amount of shots they can get and scenes they can get done in a day. You can be in a coffee shop and then be in the middle of, a rural area or in the mountains.
We're on the hunt. We have to find Curtis, dude. What's Curtis? He will not sit down and interview with us, so he's too famous.
Looking for a suit and tie.
We will confront him in our interview when we do him. So, Curtis.
Yeah,
we're looking for you.
Interview will just be like, why are you running? Why are you running?
What do you got?
The smells, the blues of Georgia, and the devil deals the cards.
We recording? Where are we on?
We're live.
What the fuck is up?
We don't have no beers, bro. No beers.
I know.
No weed. It's a different type of video.
Yeah. Damn. How are we gonna record anything? We can go, bro. We can go film ourselves. We can go down to the bar. Yeah, we can go get a cheeky point.
Dude, this is like weird. Doing something like this, first time really real coverage of an event. You know what I'm saying? But I hope everyone's liking it. We'll have three videos. This will be the first one that's gonna be out. It's day 1 opening. We got a day 2, day 3. But yeah, we're up here. This is our own private right here. Little private little area.
Yeah, we got this. We can just do it whenever we want.
We live. Krizo, we wish you were here, dude. Soon. But yeah, what are you feeling so far? How do you feel? What do you think you want to work on or whatever?
What do I want to wait? When you say what do I want to work on, do you mean like
Well, just for this, what do you want to do? Goals, plans, anything? Talking.
I just want to talk to a lot of the filmmakers. I just want to talk to them about I don't think there's anything that I didn't see anything in the program that was like too long. So we'll probably have a lot of time where we can ask a lot of people questions and stuff. I just want to I just really want to capture like the energy of the place. I mean, even though it's like the first night, but it definitely feels like a good energy and stuff. So I just really want to, capture that. I also, I just want to say, you can't see it on camera here, but the women's restroom is right on the other side of this door, and it's kind of funny, or on the other side of the camera. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's funny. Anyways, yeah, I just want to talk to a lot of people. We're here to cover, so let's cover, yeah. Doesn't have to be pretty all the time. Doesn't have to be, I'm not trying to make an NPR documentary. So let's get it done. Bro, we gotta come. Next time we come, we gotta have like a flask on us or something. I don't know. But yeah.
We should ask people to take shots. See if they'll be able to do it. Oh. Yeah. You want to do an interview? Quick top 3 favorite movies? You don't have to. Up to you. Okay, you're all good. No worries. No, you're all good. Yeah, you gotta shoot. But yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. We still have a couple more things going on, so we'll have some more stuff going on next in this part of the interview. I don't know what this is gonna be in the scene, but yeah.
And I want to take a moment to acknowledge them. First of all, I want to thank the Buff team. There are 20 of us who have committed.
I've seen both of the California Christmases, okay? It's hard to avoid them. Number 1 movie on Netflix. Hoping we see the trilogy complete. California Christmas Reloaded. Sorry.
There is a third script, so I don't know. Come on, Netflix, let's do it.
So, the thing when I watched California Christmas, I hope you don't mind if I talk about that a little bit. The thing that got me about that movie that made me end up, so interested in it was that it was set in Petaluma, because it was just it was so funny to see such a successful movie on Netflix be set, somewhere so close by, and I was just wondering what about, why do you end up in Petaluma?
So, great question, and I've actually shot 7 movies in and around Petaluma, Sonoma, San Francisco area, which, again, being from Northern California, is a total dream. So what ended up happening is I got lucky, and through an actor that I had worked with, he was working with these other filmmakers, film producer, who happened to be from Petaluma. And so this producer wanted to, much like I want to do some stuff up in this area, he wanted to bring movies to Petaluma. And so he pitched me those ideas and that we'd shoot them up in Petaluma, and I was ecstatic. So his name is Ali Afshar, and he grew up there, and I think he's done in the neighborhood of 15 movies up there now. So I've done 7 with him up there, and a lot of it was just it served the story, obviously, for these, the dairy farm that's in those movies. And it's beautiful countryside. I just love it up there. It photographs so beautifully, so it really lent itself for the cinema experience, and it's our stomping ground. So we get to play around and hire people local, hire people from San Francisco, people from Petaluma. Getting Amanda Detmer from Chico as well to come and be in those movies was just a dream come true, and that was a full circle moment for myself. With Amanda inspired me when I was in high school in Chico, going to Pleasant Valley High School. She went to Pleasant Valley High School, and she was a couple of years older than me and had gone down to Hollywood pursuing the dream, and she ended up in a movie called Final Destination, and that was a big deal. When that movie came out in Chico, it was news that Amanda Detmer had, it was the #1 movie in the world in theaters, and she was a part of it. And so that was where it first clicked in my brain. Somebody from a small town, like these small towns around here, could go pursue the dream and make it.
That's beautiful, man. I love it, dude. When I found out you were from Chico, that was I want to say that when I watched the movie, I was looking up stuff about it, because I'm always like, anything I watch, I'm always looking up the director and whatever. And I want to say I remember seeing you were from Chico, and that was like a, massive shock. But did you? So the second one, that's the one. It's like split between Petaluma and San Francisco, right? Yeah. So you shot in San Francisco for that one? Okay. All right, just clarifying. I was noticed. Okay, obviously we just watched a Q&A, and I found out that you were super obsessed with lenses, and I want to know. So you said you own a couple of Helios lenses, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Those were the ones that were. Did you see Poor Things?
Yes.
Are they in that? Are they using that?
I'm not sure if they're in that, but for sure I know that they used a bunch of different variety of lenses, spherical, anamorphic. If you watch that movie, it even changes aspect ratios, which I think is super cool and interesting. But they may have used at least a Helios or a mirror or one of those lenses in that movie, especially with the swirly bokeh in a couple of those shots. It most likely was that. I just can't confirm it, but I'm with you on that guess that one of those is probably in there.
Yeah. Have you ever used a Helios lens in one of your movies? Yeah? Really? All right. I know what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to go frame by frame, okay? All right.
There's an entire scene just shot on the Helios 442 on a Blackmagic Pocket 4K in the first California Christmas. That was a pickup scene that we had to do, and we didn't have the main camera package and all of that, so it was just myself. The DP was there as well, director of photography. Brad Rushing is his name. Amazing director of photography. He did the California Christmas movies with me. He did That Some More. He did even The Island with me, which was a Michael Jai White action movie. So he was there, myself, my little Blackmagic Pocket 4K, and a Helios 442.
All right, wonderful. I'm gonna hand it off to my friend MJ, but man, it's just such a huge honor to meet you. We're out here, independent filmmaking. Let's fucking go.
Support independent filmmaking.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, it's my turn now. MJ here. You were talking earlier about commercials. What do you think's the greatest commercial of all time?
Oh.
Or what influenced, like, when you were doing it? Like, is there a commercial that, like, the standard?
Well, it's interesting. When I first started doing commercials in Chico, movies were my inspiration. So it wasn't a commercial. So I did a commercial for a company in Chico called Underground Records, and it's long since gone now. But I did a commercial for them where I did my own spin on a movie called Rain Man with Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman, and I played both characters. So it was the very first visual effects shot I had ever attempted, and it was a split screen so that I could play both characters. And then I also did a second set of commercials for them where I was playing Crocodile Dundee, which is an Australian movie from the 80s. So I was kind of always influenced by film itself, but there have been some amazing commercials. I mean, Super Bowl commercials. There's been a couple commercials that just made me bawl, and I'm trying to remember what they were. I can't remember something specific off the top of my head, but there are lots of great. I don't know, no. But there's been some there was some back in the day with Sarah McLachlan about dogs in need that made me cry. No, but I don't know about a specific commercial, although there have been some really amazing ones, of course, over the years. And I really like the ones that actually make you think, not about like product commercials. Those don't do much for me, but there's ones that are messages about certain things, certain causes that really resonate.
I wanted to talk about maybe like film artists that you thought were going to be next up and just never got off the ground or something, or smaller artists or independent filmmakers that you've seen that you like recently, or films, or...
Yeah, there's so many amazing filmmakers out there. And to different varying degrees. Duncan Jones, I think, is absolutely brilliant. He happens to also be David Bowie's son. But he did a movie called Moon that just blew my mind. Moon just blew my socks off. And I don't know, he's a very successful filmmaker, but I don't know why he's not at that Christopher Nolan or Denis Villeneuve level yet, because I think Duncan can get there. He also did a movie called Source Code with Jake Gyllenhaal that I also thought was really cool. I love that kind of, almost modern day set sci-fi. Looper was another one I thought was super dope. There's a movie called My Old Ass that just came out, and it kind of on the surface appears like a little like teen melodrama, but it's actually a super deep movie. Brought me to tears. I don't remember the filmmaker's name, but I'm definitely going to be looking out for that filmmaker who did My Old Ass. Aubrey Plaza's in that. I'm trying to think. I know there's some other ones that I'm really looking. Oh my gosh. Like from independent side, a lot of them have just blown up. I mean, I was following, there's a movie called Bottle Rocket, which launched, Owen Wilson and Luke Wilson and that whole crew. Wes Anderson, some of his early stuff I was following. Obviously, he's prolific. A film that actually really, I'll tell you, a film that really made me go, I want to make movies, is a German film called Run, Lola, Run. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I think you can get it on Amazon Prime. I think you can even stream it on there. You might have to buy it or rent it, but super cool movie. It is done in 3 sections, three chunks. You see the same scenario play out 3 different ways with slightly different choices. And it's this young woman trying to save her boyfriend from getting killed. And she may or may not fail a couple times before she figures it out. Really, really cool movie, inspiring. I love the way it was shot. I love the imagination behind it. It mixes media. There's animation in part of it. And just was unlike anything I had ever seen. And so by asking me this question, it's going to make me look up that filmmaker now and see what they're up to today, because they're amazing.
All right, well, last question here. Here at Modern Girl, we're also big music heads. Has there been, do you have a favorite album or an album or song that maybe inspired a movie or a scene or like just a vibe or anything?
I'm a huge music person myself. I've been playing guitar for 25 plus years. Play bass, mess around on the drums, blow on the harmonica every once in a while. But I just love playing music. I love writing music. I really don't know a ton of covers. I'm not that good around a campfire because I don't know that many songs. I just write my own music. So I love that stuff. Now, of course, huge influences, Bob Marley. I mean, really, like from a guitar playing standpoint, Eric Clapton, even Prince. He was such a machine on the guitar. I mean, just in general. Obviously, so many greats. But I really loved the Cranberries. I don't know if you guys know who the Cranberries are now. I'm old. Yeah. Oh man, Dolores. Yeah. But there is a song called War Child that I wrote a short film about just from the lyrics. It's super powerful. I've since learned to play it, and my daughter sings it with me, and she can hit the high notes that I can't hit. And so that stuff I love. There's an artist named Aurora who's now blowing up, but I've been listening to her for years. She's fantastic, super powerful messages in her music as well. She's got a song called The Seed that just scrambles my brain when I listen to it. I got to see her live, took the whole family to see her, and she was unbelievable. There's just so many. It's hard to say. Oh, there's a guy named Martin Sexton that changed my life. He never sings the song the same twice. He's just one of those performers, and he's more live than you'll catch him on albums. He does have some stuff recorded, and of course he's got albums, but the studio stuff I don't like of his because you don't get to really hear the quality in his voice. But he does this thing that's it's almost like yodeling, but he's like cracking into these falsettos and coming out of it. It sounds, there's one song in particular, it's called The Way I Am. So if you look up Martin Sexton, The Way I Am, he does a section of it. It sounds like a flute. And the first time I heard the song, I just assumed it was a flute he started playing or somebody started playing until I saw a live version of it, and it's just his voice. And he's doing this whole crazy thing that doesn't even sound like it's humanly possible, but he's doing it. But he's super cool.
Well, thank you so much for coming to this interview and just coming back to your roots at the Butte Film Festival, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Brandon Larson. I'm an actor.
And then
I'm Justin McGravitt, also an actor.
Okay, what about favorite new movie this year?
Favorite new movie this year?
One or two, whatever you guys. Are you guys planning next year? Or all time if you don't have a new one. That's fine too.
All time, I would say I would have to go with my favorites: The Goonies, Back to the Future, Pirates of the Caribbean, not as old as those, Lost Boys.
My all-time favorite has to be The Godfather. So it's number one for sure.
Any directors you should check out?
Well, Sean Piccinino, he was here, just gave a talk back, and being that he's local from Chico, I've seen a lot of his films. California Christmas was one that I really liked of his. He worked with Amanda Detmer, who's a local actress, and so I just think that coming here to the Butte Film Fest and him giving his time and we're looking to aspire to be at this level.
Anywhere you check you guys' works out, or anything you guys been in, or anything you want to shout out?
I would say probably the easiest thing for both of us would be IMDb or Instagram.
Exactly.
All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Hey, thanks so much.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
All right, bro. We out here. It's the end of day one, you know. It's kind of just an opening ceremony. But really cool talk with Sean, you know. Got to get some pretty good in-depth conversation with him. I mean, really, it's just it feels like it's barely even started, so I'm excited for whatever is going to be next.
Yeah, I think day one went well. I think it went smooth. I think we'll be at the Diddy party soon. We're also still looking in search of the great Curtis, who's over there, who's denying us interviews. So hopefully we'll get one soon.
You can't run forever. That's all I'm saying. You know, your time will come, as it always does.
Well, modern girl shit. Damon's doing camera. Thank you again, Damon. Yeah. Anything closing statements? Great. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know. I'm glad of how much access we have to people and having the space. So shout out Butte Film Festival and Butte Film Club. Yeah, we can't wait. Day 2 tomorrow. How the videos work? It'll probably just go to day 2 right here. Boom. Yeah.